Hello makers, welcome to 3D Maker Noob. I'm Joe, and today we have an unboxing to do. Yep, the Anet A6. Stick around. Welcome back makers. So I have the Anet A6 here in the office by popular demand for you guys. This was sent to me by GearBest in order to do a live build and review. And what I'm also going to do is compare this directly with the Anet A8. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, what is the difference between Anet A8 and A6? I personally have no idea in terms of specifications, but we'll find that out for sure. What I do know is that this should be a slightly easier build, and it has a few things which are better than the Anet A8, but we'll find that out obviously after we build it. At 173 euros at the moment, something like that, this could be a hell of a contender for the Anet A8, although obviously it's the same company. It just has slightly lower build area, which is 220 by 220 by 250. However, before we get into all that, I think it's best to unbox this. So, first things first, we have some styrofoam. Then we have acrylic parts. Yay! So, that was sarcastic, hey? We have lots of acrylic parts. This, I think I'm going to take back the fact that I said that this might be an easier build than the Anet A8, because it feels like there's much more acrylic parts than the A8, but we'll see when we build it. Lots more. Once again, before I forget, there is the serial number that Anet use, which I'm guessing is for quality control. We have our stripper motors, Z motor, another Z motor. We have the X-axis and Y-axis. And this is just a piece of acrylic, just in case. There is also, this is the second Anet. Come on. This is the second Anet where a grub screw is actually hidden inside the styrofoam. So if you do get one of these, make sure you look for those. Let's not lose that. We have lead screws and threaded rods. Linear rails. And that's the first course. Now for the main course. We have more flat cutters, USB cable. We have quite a decently sized roll of filament, which is black PLA. It's ½ kilo. Oh, more acrylic parts. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. These are pre-assembled X-axis mounts. This is going to make my life much easier. Then we have cable management. We have, why did I forget what these are called? We have these. I'm sorry, it's late and I can't figure out the name right now. We have the bed frame. We have the heat bed. This is the same connector that comes with the Anet A8. This is pretty much the same bed actually. So I do suggest, as was suggested to me, that if you have an Anet A8 or an A6, you unsolder that and connect the wires directly to the heat bed. I hate that noise. So we have power cable, screwdriver, which I found out that this is reversible. A few more acrylic parts. Micro SD card and SD card reader, or micro SD card reader, and it's all oily and has a 16 gig micro SD card. Interesting. That's massive. We have, this is something I actually really like about the Anet. All the bolts are labeled, all the screws are labeled, different bags, written down what they are. It really helps. Take a hint, Tronksy. Next, we have the fan shroud. We have some bearings, or linear bearings. This is the heat bed cable. We have, this is actually very nice. Hold on, let me open this up. This is the LCD screen. I'm already liking the fact that, first of all, this is a graphics LCD screen, and also it has a turn dial, not those pesky annoying buttons. What's left to find out is, does it have animation? We have the controller board, which pretty much looks identical to the Anet A8. So I'll eventually end up installing a MOSFET to this for the heat bed. We have end stop switches. Ribbon, that's what it's called, ribbon. I've been trying to remember that. We have more acrylic parts. I'm going to take back the fact completely that this is going to be an easier build. We have a fan, part cooling, I'm guessing. Once again, very nicely labeled connectors, cable connectors. And we also have the extruder. Okay, so whereas most printers have two linear rods on top of each other to move like this, and the extruder would be coming down, I'm guessing this would make it much more stable because it is resting on linear rods which are parallel to each other. That is very interesting. I've never seen that on any printer. This looks and feels actually very, very solid. This feels like machined aluminum. Interesting. Some more tools. And the power supply. Although I haven't had issues with the power supplies yet from Anet, I'm just going to check. So, once again, switch is at 220. And this is a 12 volt, 20 amp power supply. Cool. Okay, I think, yep, that is it. It's a belt. These belts, not ribbons. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I just came back from work, started unboxing and recording, or recording and unboxing. But it's here, and I get to build this for you guys. Now, I will be doing a live stream of the build, which will happen this Saturday at around 10 p.m. CET. I'll put an event on YouTube so you guys sort of get yourself prepared, buy enough beer, popcorn, and watch me possibly fail. If you do check this out on GearBest, which I will leave a link in the video description, not just this, any printer, I found that, and it was brought to me and I sort of looked up on it, if you change the plug on the printer itself. It asks you to choose whether you want an EU plug, US plug, or a UK plug. UK seems to have it the worst because this printer will go up to about 250 euros. If you get an EU plug, it'll cost about 200 euros. But if you get a US plug, it'll cost you about 173 euros. So, last time I checked, these do not cost 70 euros. So, if I were you, if I'm buying any 3D printer from GearBest, always choose the US plug and then go spend $5 to change the cable. It'll make your life much easier. That is it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope I get to see you on Saturday, or I speak to you on Saturday. You guys will get to see me on Saturday. And yeah, we'll put this together. I hope that it won't take more than a couple of hours. And yeah, we'll take it from there. In the meantime, happy making, guys.